So welcome. This is ClareMatrix intake department. We see around 10 people a day here. They spend around 2 to 4 hours with one of our compassionate intake workers to really determine the exact nature of the symptoms presented. I'm going to introduce you to Pam right now.
We're here to actually help those save themselves. And so that's our dedication to those who have addiction and require treatment for their addiction. I'm just saying we're here to help you find your greatness in yourself again. What I see in you is what you have to see in yourself. I mean, we're still getting the homeless population. We're still getting those who are lawyers, are doctors, are LMFTs. It's addiction is across the board. It's just not one specific group of people. We're having more admissions and we're having a lot of heroin. I mean, the top addictions are heroin, alcohol, and meth. Heroin withdrawals are one of the worst and one of the most deadly, as well as alcohol. And so it's up to us to process them as efficiently and quickly as possible so that they can get down there and get their medication and have a safe way of their withdrawal process. So when someone comes here, they're at their lowest point. They're not looking for me to beat them down. They're looking for me to lift them up. And so that's what we're here to do. Everyone in here has experienced a family member or has experienced, a friend that is addicted. Or we've experienced the addiction ourselves. So we understand and we relate to them. And that's the beauty of it. You would speak to me because I can relate to your journey and what you've been through, because life doesn't love you. The streets don't love you, but you have to love yourself. And so you're here to build that confidence and to get that light to a fire again.
We have had people in this program who have experienced homelessness from higher education all the way down. So again, it doesn't discriminate. They just really want that help. If someone is able to reach that hand out and say, we're here to help you. Today, that looks like recruiting participants to be a part of the program. So I have a team of 3. Malik is my outreach and retention specialist. He goes out to different agencies, organizations, homelessness sites, even encampments, just to find people who may benefit from the program.
Do you think you'll want to do a detox, or do you think you're good on not detoxing? Basically, if it's meth, you don't detox off of meth. It's
just meth.
Okay, so you won't need a detox. That makes it easier for you to get right in. Yeah. So I'll get you right in my program, dude, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not pressuring, it's just do some baby steps. Let's see if we can get you back on your feet.
About a third of my life as a child, I was homeless. So I understood the connection between the homelessness and being at a disadvantaged point in your life. Generally, what's really happening is you're losing a lot of self-esteem as you're homeless. So I think the general feeling that I felt, as a child, being homeless is just a lack of security. Not understanding what's going to happen tomorrow, and not even having the wherewithal to try to pick myself up and give myself a good positive vibe. So I think that's one of the ways that I touch base with the homeless individuals. I try not to initially approach them as, hey, this is the service that I have for you, but I try to figure out at what spiritual level or kind of emotional level that I can meet them at to explain maybe what they're going through what I can perceive to my eyes and my first person experience.
Saving lives through recovery, it's just as basic as it sounds to me. We are in the fight every day with our participants to save their lives. One, we're teaching them that their lives are worth saving. Some of them come in and don't even think that, believe that. And then we pour into them what they feel it's going to take for their journey in recovery to begin. And I always remind them too, because they want so badly to get to where they want so quickly. And sometimes it just takes reminding them, how long did it take? How long have you been using? And a lot of them will say, it's been 20 years. Well, if it's been 20 years that you've been doing this, do you really think it's going to be undone in 90? And just that reminder sometimes it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call for them because they recognize, you're right, I can't do this in 90, but we're planting the seeds. We're planting the seeds for that journey to recovery.
So the question I wanted to ask was, how has your grief shaped you?
Losing your mother is a feeling of all its own. And then everything else is just on the back burner for processing. So I'm kind of waiting to see how it does shape me. Right now the shape doesn't feel great.
Right. And when you mentioned the back burner, is that because you're focused on your sobriety right now?
I'm really tired. They say your bottom's when you stop digging. I'm pretty tired of digging. I'm ready to put the shovel in the tool shed.
At groups, what I get out of it, there's other people just like me, trying to stay clean and sober, trying to find a new way of life, being able to process our feelings, what we're going through, our struggles.
The death of my father, I was very close to him, but I just took a hold of all the memories and the things that he taught me. And, you know, I knew he wanted me to be a better, stronger woman. And so, you know, with that, I gained strength from grief.
I feel like they know me and they care about me genuinely. I'm not just a client. I really feel like I'm part of their family. I was just trying to get clean on my own and I could not do it, but they never closed the doors to me. You know, they were always here for me, trying to help me.
Claire's an OG in this. Claire is hardcore. Claire, come on, man. Come on, dude. Claire been here for 50 years, saving lives for 50 years. Them doors on Pico and 9th been open for 50 years. No matter who you are, what you are, and why you are, we're here to help. We have people taking cakes we got people who walked in our program 3 years ago who are still sober. A lot of RBH outpatient programs can't say that. I can say that with a lot of pride. Claire outpatient, ClareMatrix outpatient. We're unstoppable.
This is what Claire is. It's a family.
Family.
You know, it's not a treatment, it's family.
Family.
This is a family place.
Family.
This is a place where you come and you learn what family is.
Right.
You learn that somebody cares and you learn how to care.
Right.
You learn to have compassion, you learn how to receive compassion. Claire's been here since 1970. Claire's the only program on the west side that's been open this long and has welcomed the doors open to anybody. It doesn't matter what drug you used, where you come from, rich, poor, you know. They were set up to just help an addict and alcoholic find sobriety, learn how to be clean and learn how to live their lives, learn how to listen to spiritual principles in their life, learn how to be productive members of society, learn how to be fathers, learn how to be mothers, learn how to be responsible and go to work, learn how to pay bills, learn how to have a car with tags and a license and insurance, you know. Simple stuff like that. A lot of people came through Claire. To watch a person transform from looking dead to being alive is one of the best gifts that you can get when you work in treatment, when your heart's there, you know.